it's Kim Vogel with the Basement Bunch Stampers, and I'm here today to share with you a really cute and fun project making these adorable truck candy boxes. And these boxes are perfect for you to give to your favorite UPS man who happens to bring me all of my awesome Stampin' Up! Products for myself and my customers, or to your favorite mailman who, mine also is wonderful. She brings me tons of things, or even for customizing them for your own needs, like my son asked me to do for his local Snap-on representative. So there's tons of different options. You could also make these done up as a school bus. I've seen them done in so many different ways. And I cannot take credit for these projects. I've seen other demonstrators create these, but I thought they were perfect for me to do this year as a little Christmas gift and holiday gift to give to all of those that do special things for me all throughout the year. So I'm going to be sharing with you how to create the box and going over all the products that I used to create that. So let me get them out of the way first. So we're just going to be focusing on the actual white box and making that. Now the one thing I wanted to make sure I showed you is that this actually opens up like this. I have some Velcro on there, and you can just get that at your local craft store. And there's the inside of the box, so it can hold candy or it can hold a gift card or pretty much anything that you want. Now if you have not been following me, I encourage you to look for me on Facebook. I do Facebook Lives every single Thursday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I encourage you to find me and follow along for more inspirational projects that I do on those videos. I also do a weekly Tuesday live, and I always have an ordering promotion going on of some sort for you to get your hands on some amazing Stampin' Up! Products as well. So let's go ahead and get started. You're going to start by taking a piece of Whisper White cardstock or whatever color cardstock you would like. In the case of the UPS truck, I used our soft suede. And you're going to just cut a piece of cardstock in half so that you have two pieces measuring 8.5 by 5.5. You're then going to cut another little piece to match the same color of your truck. So in my case, it's white, and this is going to be 2.5 by 3.5. And then your little windshield is a smoky slate, and I cut this at 1 3/8 by 2 3/8. As for the wheels, I've done the wheels up in advance. Now for the wheels, I used basic black and smoky slate cardstock, and I used our 1-inch circle punch for the smoky slate and our 1 1/4 inch circle punch for the basic black. And then I also used some little round circle punches to create some headlights. I actually used the retired punch. I used the owl builder punch and created some of the little headlights, but you could use any other kind of framelit or other punch that you might have that will incorporate and make little headlights, or you could even leave them off altogether and it would still be a cute little truck. So let me bring in my Stampin' Trimmer so that I can go ahead and show you some of the scoring that we're going to do on this awesome little truck. So on the first one of the 8.5 by 11, we are going to score at 1.5 on all 4 sides. So I'm going to go ahead and on all 4 sides get this scored. Again, 1.5 on all 4 sides. And then when you're on the final side, on the long side, the 8.5 side, you're going to move this down to 3 and you're going to score it again. Okay, so that is the scoring for the first piece. The scoring for the second 8.5 by 11 piece, you're going to score it down the middle at 3, and then you're going to turn it onto the long side again, and you're going to score it at 3 this way, and then again at 5.5. Okay, as for this little white piece, this is your 2.5 by 3.5. You're going to score this at 1/2 inch on all 4 sides. And once we have that scoring done, it's just a matter of doing some cutting and folding and some gluing, and you will have a cute little truck. Really cute. So we're going to start with this piece right here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to be cutting off all 4 of these little corners. So I'm just going to cut them out. And again, if you, you're finding me for the first time on YouTube, check my website out as well, kimsbasementbunch.com. I do have free tutorials that I send out every Friday for just joining my mailing list. You can get those tutorials sent to you. I also do ordering promotions and Facebook Lives and all that wonderful stuff as well. So you're going to cut those 4 little corners out. From there, you're going to just kind of make these into little tabs. This is kind of referred to as miter cutting. fitting, but I just like to have it look more like a tab and get rid of some of that little excess that you might have on these little pieces. So this is going to be part of the windshield. So it is just going to be cut, or I mean folded and glued on into place. And it just makes it a little bit easier having some of that bulk gone. And you're going to fold on all of those score lines like that. And then you're going to take the piece that we cut, or the scored at 1.5 on all the sides, and then again at 3. And I'm going to cut up all of these little tabs on both sides. And then I'm going to also miter cut these tabs just so that we get a little bit of that bulk out of there, because I don't want it to be, you want some of that bulk out, and this just really helps with that. It really truly does. So we are going to go ahead and miter cut these tabs just like this. And those of you that are returning customers of mine, you probably have seen me put on my Facebook page or in my email that I'm offering 20% off an order the month of December. And that is something that I do every single year in December for any of my customers who have ordered with me in the last year. So if you, again, if you are not my current customer, I would love to earn your business. And I also offer online classes. Again, those are listed on my blog as well. I usually do 1 or 2 a month, just depends. I do work a full-time job, so I have to be a little bit more selective in what I'm able to offer, both in my online business and my face-to-face business. But I would love the opportunity to earn your business. So make sure you check out my website and join that mailing list of mine. Okay, so from here, we are going to fold all of these up. And I'm trying to do this video rather fast, just so that you don't have to spend a whole ton of time watching me. Now you're going to want to use a strong adhesive. I'm going to be using Fast Fuse. I know that Stampin' Up! Has retired this, but I still have some of it. You're going to want to use our tear and tape or any other kind of a strong adhesive that you might have that you use in your paper crafting needs, I should say. So I love this Fast Fuse, and so I stocked up on it when it was on the clearance rack, and we'll be able to use it for some of these projects for quite a while yet. Okay, now from here we're just going to fold these in and line up those seams the best we can. And mine might be a little off because I normally sit down when I make my projects, and I stand for all of my videos. So, but again, you'll get the gist of it. It's not hard at all. And then we're going to fold these ones down in the inside. So this becomes the hood of your truck. So you can see how I'm kind of lining that up, folding that down right on the inside there. So this becomes the hood of your truck. So that's the first little base part of it, okay? And from there, we are going to now work on the other part. So this part we scored at 3. I'm hoping you guys can see the score lines. You have a bigger part. This was the part that we did that was at 3. So you've got a bigger part and a smaller part on here. On the smaller part, that is where you're going to be doing some cutting. So first of all, we're going to cut up in the middle to that middle section on both sides. Just like this. Okay, and then from there you're going to take from this score line right here and just cut at an angle to get some of that bulk off of there. And you will see here in just a moment that this provides for the back of the truck, and that is where the part that's going to be doing the opening for us to add our goodies to the truck. Okay, fold this up as well. Okay. So this is the back end of the truck where that's going to open up, okay? So now we need to add our hood to this. So what we're going to do is we are going to glue this down. We're going to put some adhesive on this tab. Sometimes I get this backwards, so I'm really hoping that I'm not getting it backwards. I might be. So yeah, we're going to glue this down this way. Sorry, I had to think about that. So you want to make sure that you are gluing it down to the underside of your truck, not on the top part, because you don't want that to be seen. So you're just going to line this little tab piece up into the center of this little square right here. So there you have your hood and your truck. You kind of see how that's forming together. And then from there, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be gluing this down onto here and folding this over to be our truck. So I'm going to put some adhesive down. You fold these the way they need to be folded here. I got to make sure I have it right before I share it with you guys because I don't want to make a mistake. Okay, so what we're going to do, again, this is your little hood. So what we're going to do is we are going to adhere this down to adhesive on all those little tabs and adhere this down to the top of the truck. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put some adhesive on these tabs. Again, if you don't have a strong adhesive, you're going to want to use like a tear-in tape. And what I'm going to do now, oops, I didn't get adhesive on this one, so bear with me here. There we go. So what you're going to do now is you're going to adhere this tab down to the base of your truck, like this. Okay, and then that is going to serve as your hood. And this is going to be the part that folds in. And what you're going to do is you're going to carefully line this up. It's not going to go all the way to the bottom of that. That's okay. And you're just going to, oh, got to put adhesive. You got to also put adhesive on the inside of these little strips right here. Sorry, guys. And then you're just going to adhere this down like so. And then on this side as well, it needs some adhesive. And again, you're just going to put this down. It's not going to go all the way to the bottom, and that's okay. By the bottom, I mean the bottom of this truck. So it's going to be up a little bit. Hoping that I'm doing this okay for you guys to be able to see. And then this becomes the piece that you are going to stuck back in there to close your cute little truck. How cute and adorable is that? Now this will probably kind of want to pop open on you. You're going to want to make sure you get your score lines really, really good. You're going to want to also make sure that you put some Velcro there to hold that in place. Sometimes they stick really, really good shut all by themselves, but other times they don't. So then from there, I simply adhered my wheels onto it. Now for adhering your wheels, you're going to want to just put a little bit of adhesive near the top. And I put a wheel about there. Now you could actually be like my husband was and actually level this and make sure the wheels are exactly the same height and the same location on both sides. I didn't do that with my truck because I was in a hurry to make it. But you're just going to want to put adhesive on the very top so that it doesn't go all the way down. So there is our cute little truck. And then from there, you're going to decorate it any way that you would like to. So in the case for the postal truck, I used some of our real red cardstock and some of our Pacific Point and made a strip through there. I added some rhinestones in here for the tires as well, for the inside of the tires. And then I actually got the little logos just from their website. I downloaded it from their website and put it on the cute little truck. And I did the same thing with the UPS one. And then the same thing with the Snap-on one. My son actually sent me all the Snap-on stuff so I knew how to make it. And his dealer's name is Jack Miller, so he actually wrote his name in there. He had to take it a step above, and look at that, make this handy dandy little grill on his. And he had to put some little tail lights on the back of his, which we didn't have on, I don't have on mine. But anyway, aren't they adorable? And they're just a perfect little gift to give someone. And they're so quick and simple to make. So I hope that my video inspired you and helped you to make something creative for those that deliver all of your wonderful Christmas gifts and all your shopping that you do. They're absolutely cute and absolutely adorable. So again, if you do not have a demonstrator, I would love to earn your business. Email me at kim@kimsbasementbunch.com. I can also send you our new occasions catalog that will be beginning the beginning of January, and I would love to have you on my mailing list. Thanks for stopping today, and I will see you all back next week. Have a great day. Bye.